Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to sit in front of my window and do another natural light video. I do these every once in a while and I feel like it's such a fun way to kind of switch up my background, switch up the lighting even, and kind of let you guys see a different just aesthetic in general when it comes to applying my makeup. So I thought it'd be fun to do like a makeup look that's kind of inspired by summer, or at least going into summer. I feel like when it comes to a summer routine, I usually like to obviously reach back into my favorite summer products, but also I like to kind of add some new things and new textures into the mix as well. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And speaking of summer and speaking of new things in your routine, today's video is sponsored by Briogeo, who you guys know I absolutely love. I have worked with this brand for so long and I've continued to use their products since I started working with them, truly because I love them. I love the products obviously, but I also really love Nancy Twine, the founder and CEO of Briogeo. She is so wonderful and she is so inspiring to me. I absolutely love her. I'm really excited to be partnering with them on today's video to tell you guys about their brand new launch, which actually launches today. I'm so excited because you guys know, if you've watched my favorites videos in the past and if you've heard me talk about Briogeo before, I've always mentioned their superfood line, and they actually just added a new member to the superfood family, which is this right here. I'm so excited I can tell you guys about this. I've been trying it out for a few weeks now and I am beyond obsessed. So this is the new Briogeo Superfoods Mango and Cherry Balancing Shampoo and Balancing Conditioner. And when I finally got to try this out, I was so excited because obviously you've seen me talk about the Kale and Apple shampoo and conditioner, which was the first shampoo and conditioner in the Superfoods collection. And then I also equally fell in love with this one that came out the following summer, which was the Banana and Coconut Nourishing Shampoo and Conditioner. So the Superfood line from Briogeo is definitely my absolute favorite line from them, and this is the perfect new addition to the line. This one is really special because it contains papaya enzymes in it, and it's actually really fun because I love enzymes in my skincare, and so it was really exciting for me to see that there were enzymes in this hair care product because enzymes really help to balance natural oil production. So I really have noticed that I'm able to go longer between shampoos with this shampoo and conditioner because it does do such a good job at balancing oils. It also contains mango extract and mango juice, which has a really good source of vitamin C and E, and it also contributes to helping your hair not look so dull. And then there's cherry extract, which is rich in natural sugars, which actually helps to hydrate the hair. And then there's also antioxidant rich vitamin C in cherry extract as well, which is amazing for your hair health. So I wanted to show you in natural light, take a little piece of my hair so you can see how healthy my hair looks. I mean, Briogeo has been a part of my routine for years now, and it truly has contributed to my overall hair health. I recently got a haircut actually, and my hairdresser, again, I swear every single time I get a haircut, the hairdresser comments on the health of my hair, and I swear it's Briogeo. And something else that I've noticed, which is true throughout the entire Superfoods line, is how soft my hair feels, but for some reason, especially the mango and cherry shampoo and conditioner makes my hair feel so extremely soft. So if you guys want to check out this brand new launch, it's available at briogeo.com and at Sephora. I highly recommend it. I know so many of you guys have become huge fans of the Superfoods line as well from Briogeo. So if you have enjoyed their other products, I think you're just going to adore the mango and cherry shampoo and conditioner, especially if you're like me and you like to go a few more days in between hair washes. I think that this is a great one for those of you who tend to get a little more oily in the scalp. It does a phenomenal job at balancing everything. If you are not looking for something to balance the scalp, if you want something that's going to replenish and nourish your hair and you have more of like a normal hair type, I would recommend the Matcha and Apple Replenishing Superfood Shampoo and Conditioner. And if you have more dry hair and you want to really hydrate and add major shine, that's where this one would come in handy. This is again the Briogeo Be Gentle, Be Kind Banana and Coconut Nourishing Superfood Shampoo and Conditioner. Again, I rotate through all three. I love all three, but that's just a good little overview. And if you want to add something extra fun 1 to 2 times a week, you can definitely incorporate the Superfood Mask, which is amazing as well. I've talked about this on my channel before. You can just use that in place of any of these conditioners 1 to 2 times a week to really add that extra hydration. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am about this new launch. Again, you can check it out in the description box down below or at Sephora. My hair feels so good today since I freshly washed it for this video. I'm gonna go ahead and pin it back though out of my face while I do my makeup, and it smells so good. I am especially excited for summer this year. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know. I'm just excited to do more summery makeup as well. So we're just gonna get right into it. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the face today. So I wanted to use this product right here. This is from Thrive Cosmetics. It's the Brilliant Face Brightener Illuminating Primer. So this is a really great glowy primer. It also has a lot of good like skincare ingredients in it. So it's a nice way to start your summer makeup. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this all over. And I do like to give it a couple of seconds, well, 30 seconds to a minute to really set down because it actually does sink into the skin really beautifully and lock in a little bit, which helps your makeup last longer. So I'm just gonna let that sink in. This is kind of fun. I haven't ever filmed in natural light with my new camera. I've only had it in my studio up until this point, so I actually really like how it's looking, at least in the monitor. I hope you guys enjoy the vibe of this. Oh, I forgot to wet my sponge. Okay, so as that sits, I'm gonna share with you the foundation that I'm gonna be using. Well, actually it's like a tinted moisturizer. So this is from NARS. It's the Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. I tried this a while back and then it's kind of resurfaced back into my routine recently. I use the shade Finland Light 1. For summertime, I feel like I definitely reach for more tinted moisturizer style products, or I'll thin out some of my favorite foundations and just use a little less. But this tinted moisturizer looks so nice and it wears really well, which is shocking because sometimes with a tinted moisturizer, I mean, you get the wonderful kind of hydrated your skin but better look, but you kind of compromise with the longevity in a lot of formulas, in my opinion. Not this one. This one actually wears extremely well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this all over the face with a brush first. I'm gonna take what's left on the back of my hand and then just press this in with my sponge just to make sure I get the most natural finish possible. And a sponge will also help pick up excess product too. Do you guys switch up your routine in summertime? I feel like most of us probably do. Or are you someone who would rather go through like an entire product before replenishing something? I would love to know in the comments. I'm definitely somebody who kind of rotates depending on my mood, depending on the season, depending on what aesthetic I'm into when it comes to makeup. But I also know there's a lot of people who just use the same products in their makeup bag that they use all year round, like they have their go-tos, and then they just basically modify the look a little bit depending on the season. So I'm just curious to know what you guys do. All right, next up I'm going to use a concealer that I can't stop using. I have used this before, I really enjoyed it, and then I just kind of went to other concealers. I don't know, sometimes because I film videos so often, I just kind of change up my routine pretty frequently, and it's easy for good products to just kind of disappear back into my drawers. But this has come back into my routine, and like I've been using it nonstop. I've just been leaving it on my filming desk and getting ready with it like every day. This is the shade Ivory Light. I was gonna do concealer in the center of the face, but honestly, for a summer look, I kind of want to keep things a little less covered. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that underneath the eyes, and I'm actually going directly in with my sponge. Sometimes I like to go in with like a brush with concealer, but for a summer look, I feel like it's kind of more fresh. And again, it picks up any excess product that you may have put underneath the eyes on accident. But I love the finish that this gives. It gives really good coverage, but it's not over the top. I'm just gonna go ahead and take what's left on the sponge and cancel out the discoloration on my eyelids. I don't usually like to put concealer on the eyelids. I prefer to just use extra that's on the sponge because my eyelids are a little more hooded, so they tend to crease with too much product there. Okay, I'm already really loving how everything is looking. In the summertime, I also usually reach for more cream bronzers. I just barely started using this one. This is from Persona Cosmetics. It's their new Bronze Multi-Stick. So this is a good example of something that like I've just barely kind of added into my routine. I think it's fun to switch up the products in my routine sometimes. This is extremely pigmented, so I usually just take a brush and go directly into the tube, and then I literally just stamp whatever is on the brush all over the face first. I can always go back in and add more, but I like to just warm things up with whatever's on the brush entirely first, and then I can add more so I don't accidentally overdo it. I'm gonna add a little more to this side of the face just to even things out. I'm gonna take a bit of that along the jawline and down the neck too. My chair up here is a little squeakier, so sorry if you hear that throughout the tutorial. I have become so much more comfortable with like less makeup. Not to say that I don't like wearing, you know, a full glam. I still really do. I wonder if it's just because of last year, you know? I feel like a lot of us may have gotten more familiar with seeing ourselves with a little less makeup or like no makeup at all since we were all like at home most of the time. So I actually have been really enjoying something a little bit lighter and a little more on the simple side too. Don't get me wrong though. There's always a time and place for a full on glam and I still love that. But I'd love to know if any of you guys feel similar. I just kind of stopped caring about full coverage, like full on glam everywhere, especially on my skin. I think that's where I'm thinking of when I'm talking about this because you guys know, I mean, I've dealt with acne for a long time. So many of you guys have seen that journey here on YouTube. Like if you go back not even that long ago, you'll see how much my skin has improved. I think now I just kind of, I mean, obviously my skin has improved, so that has been a confidence booster for me, but I still have acne scars and honestly, I don't care if they're showing through. I would rather my skin look like skin than have it just completely blank and flawless, you know? Next, I want to use a blush that I recently picked up. This is from Say Beauty and this is their Dew Blush in the shade Peachy. It has been a while since I've used this and I really enjoyed when I first tried this out. Let me show you the color. It's so pretty. You know, it's really nice actually to be in front of natural light because I feel like the color is picking up exactly how it looks in person, which is really nice. I'm going to take this on the bottom of my sponge from the back of my hand. I'm going to smile and start applying this to the apples of the cheeks. This is such a pretty color and it lasts all day long, even though it's a cream. Sometimes in my head, like I've always thought like, cream products don't always last long, you know, but I feel like formulas have gotten so good recently and it's really fun that this is a clean beauty brand too and it has such longevity. It just looks good. It just looks like fresh and natural. It's not too over the top. And this peach color just makes everything look so healthy in my opinion. That's like my goal basically this summer. I just want to look healthy, not perfect, not flawless, just like healthy, you know? Next, this is also something that's new that I recently tried out in a recent video actually. It's from M Cosmetics. It's their new Moonbeam highlighters. I'm gonna use the shade Aura. I haven't put this down since I filmed that video. I'm gonna go ahead and just try it actually this time with my sponge directly into the pan. Before I used a little puff that came with it, which worked great, but I'm really wanting to see how this works just with like pinching a sponge. Ooh, that is so pretty. I think this is gonna be like my summer go-to, honestly. Look at that. Oh, it's so good. I love it. This comes in 3 shades if you're wondering. This one's more of like a pinky champagne, which I'm all about. They also have like a bronze and then like a more true gold. But this one for me, I think, is really, really flattering on my skin tone. I love that so much. I think it looks so pretty. I'm gonna take that and just go a little bit down the nose and we'll put a little on the cupid's bow too. Look at me not using too much powder. I feel like that's a little bit new for me. Don't get me wrong, I love powder still, okay? But I don't want a lot of it these days, at least not for these kinds of looks. I'm gonna go ahead and pat out any creasing underneath the eyes, and I'm gonna go in with my By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra Powder. I haven't used this in a while. This was a go-to for me last summer, and I think even the summer before that, because it's the most finely milled powder of all time. So it literally looks undetectable on the skin, which if I'm going for that look, especially in the summertime, I tend to reach for this one and it's just so beautiful. So I'm just taking that and really kind of buffing it underneath the eye area. I also like to go right here, around the nose a bit, the tip of the nose a little on the chin, and a little bit in the center of the forehead. And you know what? I'm actually also gonna take a tiny bit of that and just buff it onto the eyelid too. It's literally already indetectable, but then when I go in with my sponge over top, it just melts it further and literally looks like you didn't even wear powder, even though you are wearing powder, and it will help with the longevity of the concealer or whatever. I really love it for that reason. Moving on, let's go to brows now. I am actually gonna use a brow powder today. I've been really into this. It's the Anastasia brow powder in the shade Medium Brown. I originally bought this when I was planning out my bridal tutorials, which are already up if you didn't see them. I did a full drugstore one and a full high-end one. Both are slightly different. The drugstore one was a little more like pink, and then the high-end one was a little more like sultry, soft glam. But I'll have those videos down below if you haven't seen them yet. But yeah, I bought this for that because I wanted something pretty foolproof and something that won't look too harsh and something that would work across all different brow types. Like if you have a lot of brow hairs, it would work, but if you don't, you could also fill it in with the powder and it would look really natural. And I just have fallen in love with this product. It's not new to the market by any means. I've actually always wanted to try it, but it's just nice. And I love, again, how soft and natural it looks. So I use the lighter shade in the center, like in this portion. And then when I get about halfway, I dip into the deeper color and I fill in the other half of the brow with that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other eye. Okay, so for eyeshadow, I've been so into this really quick little eyeshadow look from KKW. So this is the Eye Contour Duo, and this is the shade Light. So basically, they launched a few shades, I think 3 palettes actually total, and there's just 2 shades in the palette. So what you do is you take the lighter shade and you just sweep that all over the lid, and it will create that little bit of definition for you. I can literally do my eye makeup in 2 seconds with this. I really like the brush that it comes with too. I actually have been reaching for this brush in other eyeshadow palettes as well, but it's especially useful in this specific palette. I'm taking that same color and running it along the lower lash line with the other side of the brush. And then I'm gonna go into the second shade in the palette, which is a little bit more of a cool tone. And I'm just gonna take that and kind of focus it on the outer portion as well as the crease to really define that. But it hardly takes any thought at all. I'm gonna flip the brush over and dip into that darker shade with the smaller end and then just run that across the lower lash line. I like to keep this a little bit tighter to the lash line than that first one. But I think these 2 colors mixed are so foolproof and really flattering. Again, so easy to achieve. Like it's just 2 colors and you're done. It's really great. I'm just gonna gently go back in with the brush I used with the By Terry powder. Just gonna sweep that under the eyes. You guys probably know I'm not huge on eyeliner, but I actually recently added this to my collection. This is the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Endless Cacao. And I have been using this as an eyeliner because when I'm doing a really simple look like this, sometimes I feel like it needs just a little something extra. And this is such a soft brown color that I can literally just swipe it across the eyelid and do a little soft wing and I'm good to go. It doesn't look too intense. It's not as harsh as like a dark brown even, or a black obviously, which makes it perfect for every day. And this pencil can actually be used on the eyes and the lips. I actually bought it with the intention of using it on my lips. And then I tried it on my eyes one day and I've actually only used it on my eyes so far. I should try it on my lips sometime soon, but just haven't gotten around to it. Okay, so then I just add mascara. You could add a shimmer shade if you want, but for me, something really simple is best. So I love my Maybelline Lash Sensational. This is starting to get a little bit sticky and gloopy. I think I need to get a new bottle, but I'm just gonna apply that on the top and bottom lashes. Okay, so I'm just wiping off any foundation that got on the lips. Mascara always makes the biggest difference. So for lip liner, I'm not sure which one I'm gonna use. I think I wanted to use this new one that I bought recently. This is the Iconic Nude Lip Cheat from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm gonna put this on and see how I feel. I think that's actually really pretty. I mean, I already thought it was pretty from like previous makeup looks I've done. I wasn't sure if it would go well with this aesthetic, but I think there's something really beautiful about like a slightly more glam nude lip with a really soft look all over the rest of the face. So I think this is perfect for what I'm going for today. I did know I wanted to use this as a gloss on top. This is the Bare Minerals Mineralist Lip Gloss Balm in the shade Ingenuity. I'm obsessed with this. I feel like I'm gonna be wearing these all summer long. So I'm just gonna apply that right on top. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a tissue and like blot the lips once and then take my fingers to just blend that together. I really liked the color, but I wanted it a little more soft. So I just removed a little bit of the product. Now that I blotted it though, I want a little more of the balm. So I'm just gonna put that right in the center and just press it in with my finger. Okay, let's step back and assess the situation. I'm immediately wanting a little more blush. That's always me though. So I'm just gonna put that on the back of my hand first. I'm just using the same Say Beauty blush. Then I'm going in with the bottom of my sponge. Just wanting a bit more of this on the apples of the cheeks, just to balance everything out. There we go. I think that's a perfect amount. I'm gonna add just a little more of the By Terry powder in the center of my forehead, just to kind of knock away a little bit of the shine there. And then we're gonna set the face with just like a really nice kind of milky face mist. This is from Honest Beauty. It's the Calm and Go face mist. It has a really beautiful mister on it. Just gonna go ahead and spray the face. Let that kind of sink in, and then I'm gonna gently press everything down with the side of my sponge. And then we're gonna set the brows. And I normally use my Benefit brow gel, but I have been trying to get familiar with this Nude Sticks one that I recently tried out in a video a few days back. This is the Nude Sticks Brow Boost and Set Gel. So I'm just gonna run this through the brows to lock them in. I really love how this makeup look turned out. To me, it's very summery. It's not quite like a no makeup look, but it's in the realm, in my opinion. Like, it just looks very natural, but very sophisticated at the same time. Really loving how it turned out. And the natural light really helps catch the light on those cream products, which I'm loving as well. So that completes today's makeup look. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed seeing this tutorial in natural light. I'm gonna get up a little bit closer so you can really see how everything looks. I love how it all turned out. I hope you guys loved it too. And again, huge thanks to my friends at Briogeo for sponsoring today's video. Again, if you're looking for a way to refresh your summer routine, definitely check out the entire Superfoods line from Briogeo, but especially the brand new launch, which is again the mango and cherry balancing shampoo and conditioner. I wish I could have you guys smell these through the camera. They smell so good and they work like a dream. I have been absolutely loving them. It's my current go-to shampoo and conditioner right now. So again, the link will be down below. If you're new here, hi, my name is Allie and I would love for you to join the family. You can do so by hitting the subscribe button. And if you're already a subscriber, but you want to be notified on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, click on the bell after you subscribe and you'll get a notification every single time I post. That's it from me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you'd like to see more natural light videos in the future. I think it is a really fun way to kind of switch things up. It's a nice change of pace for me and hopefully for you as well. So let me know in the comments. I hope you guys have an amazing day wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye.